Hello everyone, this is Jay at Inspiration Masters. As a part of our inspiring series, we get an opportunity to meet the entrepreneurs, the artists, the business owners, those who are making a difference not just in the Dallas-Fort Worth area but around the world. And today is no different. I have Mr. Ram Viswanathan here. Ram, welcome to Inspiration Masters. I'm so glad to have you here. Thanks you could take time and talk to us. Let me tell you something about Ram. Ram is a technologist. He's a serial entrepreneur, investor, and founding president of a portfolio of tech companies under the name of Nathan Research. And he's focusing on supply chain operations and analytics. Before that, Ram has spent 15 plus years in various roles, including leadership roles at Ernst & Young, I2 Technologies, and Anheuser-Busch. Ram has a deep understanding of supply chain logistics, analytics, enterprise software. He is a frequent speaker at conferences such as the Stanford Supply Chain Forum and contributor to industry journals. He's actively involved in the community and is a president of TIE Dallas and has started the Young Entrepreneur Program in Dallas for TIE, which is in its 7th year. So there are a lot of things to talk about, and can we start with Nathan Research? You have a portfolio of companies at Nathan Research. So what kind of companies do you have and what they do?
First of all, thank you very much, Jay, for having me here, and it's a pleasure to spend the evening with you and give you a little bit about my experience, perspective, and hopefully it will be of some value to your viewership. Mm-hmm. You asked what is Nathan Research all about. It's a portfolio of technology companies that focuses on the intersection of technology, supply chain operations, business processes, and deep data analytics. So what do I mean by that? There's a lot of business problems that require special care and attention and solutions. So in our research, in our effort to understand what those opportunities are, we came across, and it's partly because of my own experience. I spent a lot of years in retail. I'm a technologist, and that will continue. That has been the case, that will continue. So when I look at a lot of the opportunities out there in specific industries, retail, home improvement, construction, telecom, I found time and again a lot of business problems that were not adequately solved with technologies available in the market. So it was with that hunch that we zoomed in on a few of those problems, built solutions, productized them, took it to market, grew that business, and we repeated that cycle several times. So that's how the initial business got started, and now we have a portfolio. But it all centers around these central themes.
Yeah. So I haven't told you yet that Ram holds his master's, and his BS is from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, India. Yeah. And so you explained about the companies, and you also have one of the special product, the Remap. So what is Remap? What is that special kind of technology?
So from the very beginning, we knew that we wanted to be a software product company, and the problems we solved were such that the solutions could be productized, and that was the intent, explicit intent with which we went into market. And through a combination of design and maybe luck and with some initial customer belief in us, we were able to do exactly that.
Yeah. You don't want to say hard work.
I guess that played a little role.
It does.
But we were able to work with our initial customers, understood their problems very closely, and in the initial engagements gave us a lot of insight into how these solutions could be made to solve their problems and then taken to market in a broader sense.
Yeah.
So Remap is a portfolio. It's a SaaS portfolio for those of you that may be aware of what SaaS is, software as a service. The software resides on the cloud, and it has several modules. It's about a dozen modules that does everything from back-end operations, fulfillment of product, material flow,
Right.
labor capacity management, all of that on the back end. And then when you go upstream, the sales experience that sales people need to have when they're selling complex products, making their customers visualize what a product or service would look like. I'll give you a couple of examples so it doesn't look.
Yeah, that's right, because Ram is trying to explain me a pharmacist something on technology, so we will be having fun with that. Okay.
So going upstream, but every business has to deal with the same problem.
Same thing, yeah.
Okay, so I'll get to that in a second. So the sales experience, then going further upstream, we need to figure out where are these sales going to come from, where are my leads. So in a nutshell, it has operations management, fulfillment management, sales management, and lead management. And then there's a layer on top that has all the analytics, slicing and dicing data a number of ways. So this we have broken into several modules that is used to assist our customers. Again, specifically if you take a home improvement, for example, if you're trying to remodel this room and you're trying to rip out the carpet, change the windows, change the lighting, there's a process there. So first you need to find out who your provider is going to be, then you need to have somebody come and explain to you what your options are, and in this day and age there is so much that you can have in terms of options that needs to be articulated to you in a manner that you like as a customer. And then after that project is done, then you need to actually figure out where these materials are going to come from, which material vendors, which providers, and so it's a complex undertaking from the start to the finish. So if you piece it all together, there's lots of components that need to come together. So large home improvement providers like the Home Depot and others out there deal with this every day of the week. So our solutions take care of this entire flow I talked about through technology. So we have a lead management module, we have a sales management module, and we have an operations management module. And then for large operations, there's a lot of need to understand how a particular market performs, how a particular product performs. So we have an analytics layer on top. So I can go on and describe more detail, but that in a nutshell is the portfolio. Some customers require the entire platform, some customers require just pieces of it. So depending on their need, we fit their needs into how we give them the solution. It's all available on the cloud in a subscription basis.
Outstanding. So
and that's how we.
That is really awesome. It's not only it's for everyone, especially the way the entrepreneurs think. That is what I'm behind, and I'm glad you explained that. It was quite elaborate. And
I hope that made sense.
It does. It definitely does. And also you're an angel investor, so you are looking for the companies to invest in. At the same time, you're looking for the entrepreneurs who come to you. So what kind of industry, what kind of product you like to invest in, and what are you expecting when the entrepreneurs come to you? Sure.
So I gravitate towards what I'm passionate about and what I really know. I mean, I know a lot, but I don't know everything. There's so much I don't know. So I'm very careful about going about opportunities and zeroing on those things that I know a little bit about, and technology obviously is one of those areas. And technology also comes in lots of different, there's so many technologies out there, so I'll look at those that I'm somewhat familiar with, can ask intelligent questions. If somebody comes and proposes a project to me or a product to me, I can actually have a conversation with them. I need that criteria to be met. Then I look at the team, I look at who's behind it, are they passionate about it, and then I look at the market. Is there a market need for something like this? So all those things factor in before I say, this is something I want to get interested in. It has to be synergetic with my own portfolio too.
That is true.
And another factor I take into consideration is I'm the kind of guy that is not a passive investor. I invest in something, I'm actually involved. So I will be talking, I'll be quizzing. So some entrepreneurs like that, some guys don't want that. So that chemistry has to be there.
That is true, because one of the most the popular program is Shark Tank. You know that very well. So that's something like of a similar kind. So that can get a lot of youth interested in talking to you about it. So that's really very interesting. Also, we on our side, we get the question from the entrepreneurs, especially the investors, that there are a lot of people who come and they can't explain their product. That's the biggest problem that's we are trying to deal with. It's on the other side, which is the communication skills. They come with a great product, and you're sitting with a lot of money, and then we get the question from the investors that
I can't say I've completely nailed it yet, but
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
they say, okay, you come with the product, guys. I have money, I want to invest, but at least tell me what your product is,
Yeah.
and then I'm able
It is
to
not
explain
easy,
it.
it is
And that
hard.
that part is what we are dealing with. That we try to get the kids ready from the young age to see that they can go out.
That's so important, and I tell this to others that you need to be able to explain your product very well. And sometimes I have to challenge myself. When you do it, when you're doing things, some things are so obvious, and so
Yeah.
why doesn't it make sense? But it is hard to be able to take an idea. And then explain the value proposition,
That is
explain
right,
the product in a succinct manner.
Yes.
It is hard, and it comes with practice.
It comes
you need
with
to you need to
practice,
work it, and you need to talk
Yeah.
to different people and see how you're able to get across the message.
That is right.
So it is a challenge. It may
Yeah.
seem like a simple thing to do, but it is definitely a
That's
challenge.
definitely true. So thank you for explaining that, and I'm going to go into a very interesting part for, especially within the youth programs. I want to be going into the TIE is one of the non-profit organizations. So let me tell you something about TIE. It's a largest non-profit organization, has amazing network effect. TIE connects entire entrepreneurship ecosystem from the early age entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs, professionals at leading corporations, venture capitalists, angel investors, thought leaders, among others. The organization that has 11,000 members, including 2,500 charter members, in 60 chapters across 17 countries. So TIE is a mission to foster entrepreneurship globally through mentoring, networking, and education. And they are dedicated to virtuous cycle of wealth creation, giving back to the community. And it's focusing on generating and nurturing our next generation of entrepreneurs. So, and the reason I told you all that, because Ram is the president of TIE Dallas, and we are going to find out more about the entrepreneurship program. So not only as an investor, you also run an entrepreneurship program. Tell us about the TIE Dallas entrepreneurship program.
Sure, absolutely. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to lead the TIE organization here in Dallas, and it's a great organization. It's a global brand. Started out way back when, I don't know exactly, several decades ago in the in Silicon Valley by legends such as Kanwal Rekhi, Suhas Patil, and a bunch of others. And over the years, it has turned out to be a huge global phenomenon.
Yes.
And it has, as you mentioned in your statistics, it has really supported the wealth creation, building of a lot of great companies.
Yes.
And it's a great networking opportunity for people to get involved in, and locally as well as in the country and beyond the country globally.
Right.
So I've been involved with this organization over time in a number of different ways. I've helped out in building some programs for them.
Right.
Especially one program I'm really passionate and very, very proud of is the Young Entrepreneurship Program, which we started about 7 years ago. There's a long story behind it. I was involved with helping my son get his product launched when he was in high school, and one thing led to another, and I got the opportunity to, I was asked if I could lead a program for others in the community, and I was initially hesitant, and I said, wow, it might require quite a bit of effort, but the more I got into it, it felt that it was the right thing to do. It has been an amazing experience. We have graduated six classes of 25-30 kids every year, and these kids go through an 8-week-long program. Initially, case study discussions, and then workshops, and then finally they get to pitch in front of a panel of judges. And the feedback we continuously get is these kids are amazing. They go through so much learning in such a short amount of time, and they come out as very mature professionals, and they're able to now think through what is possible.
Yes.
And I get a lot of delight out of being involved in the program, because it's amazing to hear kids.
It's a satisfying experience you get after
Absolutely.
an opportunity.
And I have a great team that has now come in, and they're taking the program forward. With my responsibility as president of TIE Dallas, I have other programs to deal with also. I have a ventures program I'm running for TIE Dallas. There is a women's program that another lady is launching and taking that forward. So the TIE Young Entrepreneur Program is part of that whole set of programs. But It is now in the 7th year.
7th year.
And we are hoping to take this forward and create maybe more branches out of that.
Right. So I believe it's a competition format, and
yes.
they also win prizes. Is that
yes,
right?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
They do.
Wow, that is so interesting. So so we have found out something very special about Ram, also about the corporations, the special products they run. Of course, he explained it. How much I understood, I don't know, but he explained it. And then the main part, the most interesting part, was the Thai Dallas, and the youth, they can enter into this kind of competition. And I think I'm so impressed that within the 8 weeks, you said they grow such an extent and so fast. So that was really very interesting to know. So now, finally, I would like you to tell the viewers, with your lot of experience of all these years, if you have some advice for the young entrepreneurs who are coming up. That's number one. And how can people reach you? I want to know two things. Yeah. Okay.
Second question is easier to answer.
Easier to answer.
The first one is always hard. Anybody, feel free. I'm always open to hearing from you, and to the extent I can offer some insight, advice, if you want to call advice, and any input. I'm happy to do that. You can reach me at ram@nathanresearch.com, NATHAN research, RESEARCH.com.
Okay, and I'll add that in the.
You can also go to the site.
Description, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I'll add that in the description too.
Thank
yes.
you, please. In terms of an advice to entrepreneurs, each entrepreneur's journey is different.
Yes.
There's no two entrepreneurs have the same story.
Same thing,
okay,
yeah.
so what we can do, having launched businesses, I bootstrapped my company and grew it brick by brick,
Right.
got it to a certain level, and another company like that, and that's my story. And I shared with you in the short amount of time that was available what the journey was like.
Right.
But that's my journey. That's
Yes.
and so what I can share with people is my experiences.
Absolutely.
And some of it might be applicable, some of it might not be applicable. So
Yes.
there's not one size fits all. I can't say
Right.
you ought to do this, this, and this.
Yes.
I can tell you, I think that makes sense, this makes
Right.
sense, and maybe you need to rethink this.
Right.
But each entrepreneur has to go and figure it out. And that's the nature of that's the nature of the
business,
beast.
right?
So, but it's very exciting. It's very fulfilling. At the end of the day, when you can, when you realize that you actually given birth to an idea, and
Right.
brought it to completion,
Right.
brought it to fruition,
Right.
and made your customers happy, and have them use your product and benefit from it. You have created value,
Right.
and also in the process brought a bunch of believers
Right.
among your
That is
customers.
true.
You have to hire people, have them believe in your vision and your
Yes.
product, and mentor them, coach them, develop them,
Yes.
and yes, create employment and for people that come
Right.
and work for you in your companies.
Yes,
I have a
absolutely.
company there in India, and when you see all that, that is a gratifying feeling.
That is, yes.
And you can take it to a certain size, and you can
Yes.
always grow it to the next level and all
Yes.
that. It can go on and on.
Yes.
But that ultimately makes it
The
all
deepest level of
worthwhile.
joy and
It's a lot of
satisfaction we get
yes.
out of creating a company.
Yes.
That's the key part.
a lot of things have to come together. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So you need definitely a lot of hard work goes into it. No doubt.
Hard work, some luck, everything.
Yeah, no doubt. Ideas have to be there. Customers have to believe in you, and circumstances have to fit in.
Fit in, yes.
You have to have luck. So all of that has to fit in. Family support is important. So
Yes.
all of that comes together in order to make it all worthwhile and successful.
Yeah.
So I wish everybody the best, and
Yeah.
if you have an inclination, if you want to try something out,
Yeah.
go ahead, go and
Try
do
it
your
out.
best, and
Yeah.
give it your best, give it a best shot.
Right.
And people are available. There are all kinds of avenues, all kinds of forums now
Uh-huh.
to give you the necessary input, encouragement.
So
Financing is
resources are
available.
plenty of resources
A lot of
Wow.
that is available. It's a lot easier now than it was before. So, and like I said, the entrepreneurship program that we have,
Yeah.
it walks you through various different
Everything
steps
on there.
of.
Yes, yeah, that is right.
And a lot of this we didn't have a long time ago. Now
That
we
is-
have all that, and then even Dallas has an ecosystem
Yes.
that will be able to provide you the necessary
Uh-huh.
input, guidance. And again,
Uh-huh.
take what you need to take, and
Uh-huh.
everything with a pinch of salt, and then
Right.
discover and yourself,
The world is
and,
full of possibilities.
and create your own journey, and write the story and see how that looks like. So that's what is very satisfying and fulfilling.
Awesome. So thank you so much for sharing the insight. Again, thank you everyone for watching, and from our heart and from the entire team of Inspiration Masters, I thank you so much, and we wish you all the best for everything you undertake. Again, with all success for all the programs you're running. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in a week. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you do not miss any of the conversations like this ever. Again, see you in a week. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jay. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you're doing a great job here, by the way. Keep it up.